Today we're going to be talking about the 1975 release from the house of Geoffrey Beene Grey Flannel. The story for Grey Flannel began in 1975 in New York. However, the fragrance wasn't properly distributed widely until 1977. Wearing the grey with the blue dialed blue sapphire watch with black leather strap from Geoffrey Beene. Grey Flannel starts out strong as this fragrance is an explosion of violets, like really dry violets, almost like Parma Violet Sweets in the UK. It smells almost identical to that, but a lot stronger, drier. And as one of my fragram friends, Bridget, who is probably watching this video, mentions, that this fragrance is a lot greener and sweeter than violet essential oil, which, now I think about it, it smells a lot like. This is also very powdery from the iris. For me, I thought this fragrance was similar to like fabric conditioner, but it's not really. It's just very powdery from the beautiful expensive iris. Also, when this fragrance opens up, it's very fresh from the neroli, and you also get a little bit of citrus from the lemon. Also, it's quite nutty from the galbanum, and then in the base is where this fragrance gets a lot darker and greener. You got the oak moss in here, you got some cedar, you got some and almond, which is also very nice. Grey Flannel is a very acquired taste fragrance, from 1975. I mean, it's not going to be something that the masses are going to be craving about today. Now, this fragrance, to me, it's nothing like any of the aromatic fougères barbershop type fragrances you'll find from the mid-80s. I thought it would be, but no, it's nothing like those fragrances. Grey Flannel is not overly dark, and it doesn't have the usual suspects of a barbershoppy fragrance. You know, your pine, bright carnation, spices, leather, or any pungent animalic notes to it. Grey Flannel is almost just like a big bouquet of flowers, especially iris flowers and violets. But imagine taking them and just leaving them for a few weeks until they got really dry and powdery. That's almost what you get with Grey Flannel. It's a very floral sided fragrance, and it has a little bit of soapiness to it, but it's just really strong and in your face. Unlike some of the barbershoppy fragrances, this is much different, and it wouldn't be worth blind buying if you're not into this style of fragrance. Right, to go into the notes of Geoffrey Beene's Grey Flannel from 1975. In the top, you've got a nutty galbanum, bergamot, petitgrain, neroli, and lemon. In the mid, you got violet, iris, geranium, mimosa, narcissus, sage, and rose. A very floral mid, just all floral notes in the mid. And in the base, you got some lovely oak moss, vetiver, cedar, tonka, and almond. Grey Flannel, in my opinion, is 100% gentlemanly, mature, very mature fragrance. I can see the age range being like 30, 35 upwards. This fragrance is not for the light-hearted, and it's not really for the youth, apart from me. But yeah, this one is very hard for many to probably appreciate, but for me, I can't give any more credit to this than I already have. It's just a really lovely, wonderful fragrance, and I can almost visualize from like the 80s, just walking down New York with like a Moss Bros suit on, or an Armani waistcoat, overcoat, trench coat, whatever, just rocking grey flannel. This is definitely what Patrick Bateman from American Psycho would wear, or at least it's mentioned in the book, along with Obsession for Men, Antaeus, Xerius from Givenchy, one from Tuscany from Aramis, and I think there might be one more. However, I can't quite remember. So, presentation for grey flannel. You get this really nice chrome sticker with a really lovely old-fashioned grey flannel text. It's almost like, yeah, it is like a wine bottle, but it's just really lovely. And then you get this really wonderful, my favourite style of atomizer, apart from being built in, is the nice big atomizer spray, which distributes really nicely, and the cap fits on very snugly. Have your size and batch code on the bottom. You don't have a concentration on the bottom. Pricing for grey flannel. This fragrance is one of the cheapest old school masterpieces you can pick up, and the reason why is probably because of how mature and acquired smelling this is. I picked this up for less than £10, probably about just over £8 for this 120ml bottle on Notino. I mean, it's no more than 12 to 14 pounds, under 15 quid for this juice. So, you know, even if you blind buy it and it's not for you, I mean, you're not spending a really great amount for the longevity for grey flannel. It projects really strongly for about a good 2 hours, and then it becomes, well, a little bit quieter, but it's still a really strong projector. I'd say at least, you know, an arm's length. I mean, this is just strong as anything. Yeah, I get a good 8+ hours from this.